Welcome to the OFX podcast. I'm Dave Claxton. Along with me, as always, is the accumulator of athletic aptitude, Bethany McChesney. That was not AI. That was RY.
And that was not.
It was not AI. That was RY. Rye did that one. So
Mhm.
we got AI, we got RY. Um, since we're late, let's just go right into it. Bethany is a Hyrox affiliate.
I am a Hyrox affiliate, yes. I hummed and hawed about it for years,
I was gonna
really.
say you better be saying years because it's not like a week. This is like
I know. I don't
you could have been like the first Canadian Hyrox affiliate.
I know with how long I've been doing it. It's true. I know. Yeah, again, my market is so small, I feel like in a small town that I never really felt like it would change. Like people are going to come to my gym because it's in Strathroy or a functional training facility. But I've really found lately with how big Hyrox has gotten that people are chasing the name. So people were actually going from Strathroy that I was hearing of to gyms that had a Hyrox name in like this different city. No, and again, when you don't really understand, like everything we do is hybrid training anyways, but we just didn't have the name attached to us. So I was like, it's more for um I guess that so that people understand how we train who might not really understand what it means to be a functional training gym. Um yeah, and then I can use the name. Like we've done Hyrox Sims, and I've always been a little bit nervous about using the name without being a an affiliate. So now I can, run Hyrox things and call it Hyrox and use the branding and stuff. So yeah, I mean, small gym, we can always use a little bit of help from a booming industry. So finally jumped on board and I am officially a Hyrox affiliate. So I am really excited about some of the events that we have coming up over the next few months. So
You are the latest early adapter I've ever seen.
I know. Well, and it's funny because we've always trained this way. So like literally nothing's changing in our programming.
Just
Um
the title of a couple of classes, probably.
Yeah, I call it a Hyrox class. It's kind of like when you're not Pilates trained, you can't call it Pilates. So we've always called it Pilates like. Or so we'd be like hybrid class because we
Yeah.
can't use the name Hyrox, but it's like, well, we're all training for Hyrox.
You could have named it
So,
Hybrid Rockstar.
Hybrid Rockstar, you could have called it that. Hybrid Rockstar training.
oh God.
How many
Um,
times I fought that battle? I'm done. I'm done. I will not fight it
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. Yeah, so now I can just more freely use the name. So, and then people understand now. So now they kind of have a better picture of what a functional training class looks like. So, yeah, so we're gonna do a PFT, and the PFTs have been done. So I have, which
I
people can,
love the PFT. I think it's completely underrated,
I do too. So we're doing a PFT, but we're doing a PFT plus and then a PFT Pro.
which
So
isn't normal.
no,
That's a new thing. That's a you thing.
that's a me thing. Yeah, that's a
Mm.
thing that I made up. So we fit farmified the PFTs and we added in two more runs, a heavy sled push, and the weights. So the lunges have weight and the wall balls are pro weight. So it's adding a little bit to it. Because
Like,
I do think there should be a sled in the PFT.
I think the sled is a defining is as much a defining, you know, implement of high rocks as the wall balls are.
I agree.
Actually, really realistically, the only things that are not defining in high rocks is
Lunging.
the ski in the row. I think the ski in the row.
Oh yeah, because it's in everything. Or even farmers carry.
Yeah, yeah, but
Like
like,
you forget about that one.
yeah, I'm just saying if I was building it, well, I've always said I would take machines out because they're, but I don't know, maybe I just think it would be better without it. But yeah, it doesn't. Nobody gets hyped up for the skier or the rower, but for the sleds, burpee
Yeah.
broad jumps, um,
Hmm.
wall balls. And then you do see it occasionally people make noise like about Sean Noble and Sinead with the farmer carry, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I,
Yeah. Well, I will say watching the ski erg and the row erg stations is super boring.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So from a spectator standpoint, it's like, okay, cool, we're just gonna watch these people erg for 4 minutes.
It is better when you're watching the live streams and they have the numbers up. If they have the numbers up, I can watch it. It works for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're doing the PFT.
Mhm.
What else? What else you got? Because you got other stuff going on too, right? So wasn't there two events or just the one PFT?
So we have the PFT and the PFT Pro, which are on the same day.
Okay.
You can pick which one you want to do. And then in the summer, so July
Will
18th,
there be
19th,
a patch?
no, I don't think I can turn it around. If you want to make a patch,
When is it?
I
When is
actually
it?
if you're the patch guy.
I'm pretty quick with it. When is it?
Okay, so the PFT, it's June 20th, so it's like 2 weeks away.
Ah, no, no, I don't
No,
think I'll pull
but I
that.
want you to make a patch for our summer event.
Okay, I can do that.
So it's called the Hybrid Heat Weekend. So it's a Saturday, Sunday. Saturday is a half rocks. Sunday is we're calling it uh the True Hybrid Athlete Competition. No, that's not. I forget. There's a name to it. Something the Ultimate Hybrid Challenge or something like that. I can't remember. And it's the three components. So the heavy
Okay.
lifts, a row run, and then the Metcon. And then so the whole weekend is scored.
Okay. Oh, and
So you,
so they all score together.
yeah. So if you can make both, you can just do one, but we are going to have an overall weekend winner. I've crowned the ultimate hybrid athlete.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll help you figure out a patch for that once you figure out how to say the name.
Yeah, I have to I wrote out a name and now I can't remember it. It was something about being like an ultimate
Maybe
hybrid.
maybe we'll get the RY to work on that.
Yeah, a name for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the weekend is called Hybrid Heat because it's also gonna be in the middle of July, so I'm sure it's gonna be hot, but we'll have the cold tub full. Um, but yeah, it'll be a fun one. And then what we have some sims that will be 6 weeks out from Toronto and 2 weeks out from Toronto.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's good. I have to put effort into getting Toronto tickets now.
Yeah.
I'm hearing rumors that there will not be an extra day added, which I assumed there would be.
hmm Yeah, so now you wait for refunded tickets.
Yeah. Or I could injure people.
You could injure people?
Yes. Yes. If I injure people, they can't go. They got to give up their ticket. So I'm creating a solution to a
So,
problem.
yes, this is a strategy. Just don't tell me if you do that.
Okay. I'm not very sneaky about these things.
No.
I'm not a master criminal. Or am I? Anyway, oh, no, so that's cool. I'm excited for you and I'm excited for the events. They sound like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I definitely, like I said, I think the PFT is completely underrated. Every time I've done one, I've had a great time. And
Mhm.
the time, like let's just call it the time window of the event, like the time duration that you need to be working and the cost of the event are usually very good. I really jives well with me, my cheapness and the time
Yeah.
window. It just
Yeah.
works.
Mhm.
And I always thought the PFT was good because you don't need that much equipment,
Oh,
you
like
know.
the true PFT, it just really
You need a
a
wall
roll
ball and a roller.
wall ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're great. So look forward to that. What do you want? Let's talk about Hyrox New York, who currently has had 18,000-ish people go through it and has a full week and another weekend left.
So are they running every day this week also?
I think so. I don't look at the schedule, but I think pretty much. And they're all on the pier.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And for the record,
So
I've
how many people are they going to have through?
I don't know. I have no idea. But for the record, I still have zero interest in going.
Oh, you froze there for a
Yeah,
second.
I said for the record, I still have zero interest in going.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
just don't I don't like that outdoor high rocks thing. It doesn't work for me.
hmm
And especially in New York, it's just too I like the parking and the garbage. in New York.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but hats
That's a
off to
good
them. I
one.
mean, man, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of money. Good for them.
Mhm.
Good for the sport. I'm still hearing same thing you always hear from every event. It's almost repetitive and almost not worth mentioning. Sled's inconsistent. I think you gotta watch. They're gonna be more inconsistent in case so they get rain or different weathers throughout this week because they did have pro. They had a pro race, right? In which we had for the men we had Dylan, we had Stephen Pelkafor and Grayson, and then for the women we had Morgan. Um,
Yeah.
is this I think the other Willow was it or
Yeah, I was a new girl,
yeah
young.
yeah
Yeah,
and
Willow, I
then
don't, and then Cat
Cat
Fastback.
third. And so they keep that podium, and
Yeah.
then they're doing more pro races next weekend, and they'll get a separate podium. However, what I'm being told is that the points go together,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Willow's points disappear into the ether.
Why? Oh, because she doesn't have a pro card.
That's right. So Kat does still gets third person points. She doesn't get the 100. She doesn't get the 100 points. She'll get the whatever it is percentage of winner.
So I'm a little surprised she doesn't have the pro card because I thought that she was working with um Alina and Pelayo.
Hmm.
So I unless I am totally
So I'm going
off the left
from
field here.
I'm going from what Matt said. And Matt said he asked her because he was there, and she said she does not have the program.
Wow. And she has the running pedigree
Hmm.
to have done what she did.
But
Like if you know anything about her, she
mhm,
is she's a sub 16-minute 5K girl.
yeah, yeah, which is the chops to run. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
And a strong athlete. And she's, our like true runner who's also very strong,
yeah.
like the Holly Archer. And there was no doubt she was going to throw down something fast.
And my first thought was maybe she didn't think she'd be interested in going to Worlds or anything like that for this year, but then again, it it carries over. So yeah, I got no idea. I don't know why she wouldn't. Maybe it's too damn expensive. That's it.
Well, it is kind of expensive.
It is very expensive.
So you'd have to think she would have to, is it still 300 or is it 600 now?
600.
Okay, so to do one race, you're going to pay $600
So
plus
you get
plus
$600,
hospital registration plus get to New York.
but you get two races. When you pay it, you get two races, sort of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a great value, but it's at least something.
Yeah. I mean, she probably wanted to see if she was even going to like it.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you would think that Paleo and Elena would be able to tell her, hey, you're good enough that this is, if you're interested, you should get this beforehand. Um, it's interesting talking with Matt and Cheryl said she believes that people who do not have pro cards when they run a race and get a race like that should have like a week to get it after the fact.
Yeah,
And
I think that would make sense.
I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, is it a little bit kind of like hedging your bet? Kind of, but at the same time, who cares? You
Well,
know?
if you want to keep these athletes in the sport, call
Mhm.
it like the rookie card.
Yeah.
So you have this one-time opportunity in your first race. You have 48 hours after your result
Mhm.
to buy back the pro card if you didn't have it before your rookie race.
Yeah. I think that's not a bad idea. Actually, I think it's a great idea because like you take, and we'll just use Holly Archer as an example. What if she had done her first race and then you're like, oh yeah, well that doesn't count. You got to do another one. But
Yeah,
but if you're going to incline some top athletes to stick around more if you don't tell them, yeah, that first race was great, but it don't count.
right.
Or if you tell them, yep, if all you gotta do is you buy the pat, if you're serious, here you buy your pro card and that's your first race. There's your 105 points and you're on your way. So I think
Yeah.
I don't really see it as a. It's like a win-win. I don't really see any way they lose on that.
Right. Hmm.
So we still basically we still don't know who will get the points. I'm not sure who's racing next weekend. We'll see. I miss the days of someone running around at every event with just a gimbal and a phone, just giving us something, right? Just giving us something. Yes, the major. I'm not saying replace the major coverage with that. I'm just saying for
Mhm.
these events like New York, get get somebody back out there with a gimbal running around a circle. Just
That was hard work,
terribly
Dave.
hard work. I remember, right? Like you're faster than me. Just think how hard it was for me. I remember how hard it was.
I remember chasing Sandbach and Alex Ronkovich around that course in Chicago, running like a 3:15 kilometer out of the gate, being like,
The opening,
what have I done?
you got more fans in your life from that opening lap than you have ever in any other time.
I know.
You look you look like this tiny little thing and all these monsters just running and you're like, one-handed run. Just
I know. Trying to hold the gimbal steady and pumping as hard as I can.
I
Oh
remember
man.
that too. Just I remember running behind Tara on like her, I think it was her last, her,
Mhm.
eighth K, and going,
Yeah.
all right, I should be okay. She's a little tired now. I'm like, oh, this still sucks. This is
Yeah.
so
There's no way.
terrible.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I was so sore after that.
oh yeah, yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
it was quite memorable to be honest.
yeah. But I mean, like, remember like Katie Simonson, a bunch of times she went out there and kept her volunteer shirt on and would just jump in the zones and just do video
Yeah.
until someone would kick her out. I
Hmm.
miss those. Those were fun.
Yeah.
I think Katie Duke oftentimes will do it when Grayson races and stuff, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I hope we see those again. Um, yeah, I don't know. Hearing a lot about fast lane stuff, and I think we talked about it a little bit recently too. So fast lane protocol, and we saw a post today. It was, I don't know if you saw it or I saw it or who saw the post, but it was basically people saying they were getting yelled at and physically shoved when they were in the fast lane and turning in and even turning into the rock zone becomes a problem there. So I personally am like this, and I know you got your take about this. I personally feel that first off, you should respect the rules. And the fast lane's the fast lane. I still say it's not the fast lane, it's the passing lane. And I think nobody should be in it unless you're
Yeah.
passing.
Mhm.
Or if you're entering the rock zone. And if you're entering the rock zone, which we all have to do, you got to cross it, you put on the blinker. And if you're a fast person and you're shoving someone while they're trying to enter the rock zone or in there, that then you're a dick. So
Yeah.
that's that. But if someone's meandering along in the passing lane, running a 6 minute kilometer, and you're coming up fast and you yell like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" Well, you know what? Then you're being a dick. You deserve to be yelled at because you shouldn't be sitting in that lane. But
Yeah.
never at any time should anybody be shoved. Do we bump into each other and try to? Yeah, that happens. But like a
Yeah.
physical shoving someone out of the way, that should never have to happen.
No. No, that's
So
pretty rude.
yeah.
I I mean, I've been on both ends of this for sure.
Yeah, first Hyrox in Toronto, you got trampled. You got like run over.
Oh, no, it was that people wouldn't move.
Yeah.
And that first Toronto event, it was something like 80% of people were doing it for the first time,
Mm.
and people were really not honoring the fast lane. And we were yelling so constantly, and people
Yeah.
just wouldn't move.
Yeah.
And it was really frustrating. And we once did accidentally run into the back of people that had stopped to go in,
Yeah.
and then it was a mixed doubles partner, and I ran into the woman, and then the man turned around and started swearing at me.
That's what it was. I do
Yeah.
remember you being very upset.
Well, because it had happened a couple times, and
Yeah.
it was frustrating that people were moving, and then it was even more hurtful that people were getting mad at us for asking them to move.
Yeah.
Like, and it was, yeah, I was really upset after that Toronto race. Um, and there just wasn't anything you could do about it. And it was so crowded. It's not like you could really even go to the outside because everyone was just so spread out everywhere. It was definitely an overcrowded race situation, and then people not following the rules of the road. Um, but I will say though, like the one in Ottawa that we just had, the fast lane was pretty much clear.
No, I
And
thought
I
it was
don't know if it's because I raced women's races and they were a little bit more respectful of it than the mixed doubles races. But I did have a situation though where once, and I don't remember if I talked about this, but a woman's heat was let off when I was racing solo, and a girl came up fast. It was on her first kilometer. She came up behind me. She asked me to move, and no one had passed me all weekend, so I wasn't really even. And I was like on my left, so I turned around, and then she told me to get the fuck out of the fast lane,
Mhm.
which I was like, really, really. So I politely moved out of the way, and
Did you name drop yourself?
no, it all happened so fast. I was like, what? Also, I don't know who she was, or obviously she's a good runner, but like she was running really fast out of the gate. Like I'm sure she wasn't maintaining that pace.
Yeah.
But again, I'm like, that's so rude. Like there is one person in this fast lane, and it's me right now. There is space. Go around me to the right. Like it's not like Lanny and I, when we were running, never went around people to the right sometimes. And so it was super rude and disrespectful, and as if like I didn't belong there, which also like I was you're passing people the whole time.
Yeah.
So I've been on both sides of it where I'm like, people don't have to be rude about it. And the swearing at people, I don't understand that. And that it did throw me the rest of the race. And then I felt like insecure about running in the fast lane after that. So I'm like, I guess I'm slow today. And then I like hugged the line of the fast lane. Um, but the worst part of the whole thing is the in and the out.
Yeah.
And especially I find people coming out of the rock zone who kind of wander out slowly.
Mhm.
And it's like they're trying, sometimes people come out and it's like they're trying to cross a 5 lane highway and they want to get to the outside. So they run straight
They're
out.
trying and they're trying to do the right
They
thing.
are. Yeah, they are. But they kind of go out and they stop
Yeah.
as soon as they're outside of the gate to look, and that's where I we have bumped into people like not intentionally at all, but they come out and they don't know what to do, and that's kind of where if there was almost like a merging lane
Well, this is Rye's idea. She said it before.
like, where
Oh, she says it was somebody else's. But yeah, if you had when it comes to the in and the out of the rock zone, if you had a
Mhm.
lane inside the passing lane where people who are going into the rock zone or coming out in the rock zone can literally, like you say, merge. So
Yeah,
yes, they'd have to cross across the passing lane, but then all of a sudden they're fine in there. They're not going to get run over there. And like every time I go in, and I know I think you do this too, and I see many people like I got the blinker out. I'm like I'm going in. I'm going
and
in. I'm
yeah,
going in.
I'm pointing to the left when I'm going in, my
Exactly
arm
right.
is out. Yeah.
But if you had that extra lane on the inside, I would still do that.
Yeah.
But that would also mean people who are running fast aren't going to come up on me, and they're still going to have that passing lane clear where they can get by, right? So they would
Yeah.
actually be passing me on the right while I'm turning in, but they would be
Right.
clear and passing the majority of the
Yeah.
people on their left. And I think I mean, it's a piece of tape. It's an easy fix.
Yeah. So maybe that's the evolution of it, but I mean, I think swearing at people and shoving people absolutely does not need to happen in a race situation. Everyone deals with it, so just be polite and go around people.
No, like, and it's gonna end up in someone getting a throat punch. Like, someone's gonna swear at somebody and the wrong person, or somebody's gonna
Yeah.
swear at some guy's wife, and he's gonna turn around and donkey kick him in the face. Like, there's
Yeah. I
something will
know.
go wrong.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great idea. I'm going to promote this idea in
The merging lane.
the merging lane.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I haven't done it beforehand. It just makes it
Well, I think no one's been really hurt yet. in order to create enough change, perhaps.
Here's an idea. Let's try it before somebody gets really hurt.
I know. I know. I just find usually there has to be an incident for
Usually.
something to actually change, or enough people complain.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's actually funny. When I was talking to Matt and Cheryl, and we brought this up. Is possibly the best Hyrox innovation right now the bridge
Oh,
over the
yeah.
track? Yeah.
Oh, game changer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How long did we ask for it? Like 3 years. But again, better late than never, I guess. But
Yeah. At least they
oh
did
my God.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um. So anyway, moving on from Hyrox, we'll talk about DEKA. So when this comes out, DEKA tickets for Toronto will already be on sale. They had a little pre-sale for affiliates and whatnot. So I don't know how the sales are going because we're talking about the future, but I think they'll probably be going good. So I'd recommend getting yours pretty quickly. I do believe they will sell out. It is a 1 day event, as far as I know, which means, grab what you can. And they will have, I think they have everything available except the four-person team. So I don't think they have the four-person team, but they do have some limited ultra tickets available.
Mhm.
Generally, when I say limited, I mean there probably only will be like 25, 30 of them.
They're doing an ultra throughout the day.
Yeah, it's the way they do it all the time now. Yeah.
Okay.
So they start that first thing right off the bat, and then by the time the elites go, they're usually all off. So
All done, like done.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the track, when the elites go, the track is quite clear. I mean, it was in Denver this weekend.
Yeah.
Um,
Because so the elites go later.
yes, yeah, like around quarter after two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, get your tickets for that. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna have a lot of people at like for us, a lot of farm girl people who are gonna be there, a lot of local people who haven't traveled yet, gonna try their first one. I am going to be running with my young cousin, who I believe
Nice.
is 15 or 16. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
She's a young girl. She's never done anything like this other than run a couple of 5Ks. So we're gonna
Nice.
go out there and smash it,
Hmm.
kick some
Yeah.
ass, take some names.
Is she a run? So she's going to be your runner.
We're gonna split it up pretty good. I don't think we're terribly concerned about her positioning. I want her to have like more of a full
Well,
experience.
yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna do the whole like tank and turbo thing. I'll probably do more of the machines and stuff. Like I'll probably do the whole bike and whatnot. But we're gonna get her on a lot of the zones
Yeah,
and
for
stuff. And
sure.
anyway, she's very excited, which for me makes me very excited because
Hmm.
I think she's the first one in my family, other than Rye, obviously, who taken interest in doing these races. Her and her brother have done a couple of Spartan kids races.
Yeah.
Actually, her brother's the one who did the spear puke run, which was great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So really look forward to that. I know, and the ruck as well. The ruck will be available as well for people.
Hmm.
Right. And then, like I said, we just got back from Denver. Did a 1 day event in Denver, which I think was like 1,200 people for DEKA for 1 day, which is a fairly good turnout for them. I think it might be a sellout. Um, Really good vibe, really busy, good
Hmm.
elite race. Stephanie Hillman won for the women,
Hmm.
and possibly one again. We contend that this might be just as nice a podium for the men when you have Isaac Sanderson, Jack Bauer, and then I'm sorry, but I don't know Ty Weisenberger, but I'm going to assume he is a super nice man,
Yeah.
just just so we're good there. And then you had
Mhm.
Stephanie Hillman, Holly Breck. So Holly, she was I think going into the sit-ups, she was in like fifth, and she came second.
Oh, good for her.
She pulled it, and she was making ground on Stephanie. She ended up only about 30 seconds behind Stephanie,
Hmm.
and Steph.
Oh, wow.
It was a good race, and Steph wasn't in the lead in the beginning. Some other girl went out really hot and kind of held the lead. Then Steph took her at the ski erg, and then this Holly girl, she got into it then, and
Mhm.
it was actually a good race to watch. And I don't get to see those all the time, so it was a lot of fun. It was a good
Hmm.
race for ultra shoes because Stephanie won, Jack Bauer came second, and they're both ultra shoe people. I'm an ultra shoe people. They just work. So if your feet struggle with other shoes, try the ultras. I've had
Couldn't do
no,
it.
I've had nothing but success with them. I wanted to be a Hoka guy.
Yeah.
They just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
They literally hurt. And it's not Hoka. Hoka makes great shoes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it works for different people. I couldn't do zero drop.
I haven't found the zero drop even noticeable whatsoever.
Hmm.
Ever since I've tried it, I never noticed it. To me, the thing I notice more is the toe box and the fact that my toes can spread out, and I like that.
Yeah.
Um, but I had the first pair of their carbon fiber ones, their Vanish ones, and they were great for running in. They had the worst traction of anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I could barely push a DEKA tank with them. Like they was just feet were just slipping like mad,
Yeah.
cartoon
Hmm.
character. But
Hmm.
the new ones now, they got good grip. I ran my Hyrox in them, so they have enough grip for pro men's sleds and Hyrox and stuff. So you'd be all right if you want to try ultras. There you go.
Hmm.
That's my non-ambassador ultra pimping right there. I like them. They're great. Um, the other thing that got me is funny because I was looking at the results from Denver and I was like, times are a little slow. I was
The
like,
what?
the times are a little
Which
slow.
time? Yeah.
I'm like,
You
oh
forgot about
yeah,
the
we're at
altitude?
elevation.
Yeah.
Forgot. I forgot
Yeah.
it was a thing.
Yeah.
It didn't affect my judging at all. That was spectacular.
Something else that happened this weekend was OCRWC.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Hmm.
Krishna Orlowski was there.
She was in Austin, was there. Two
Awesome.
people finished the women's pro 15K.
I swear I must shed a single tear for that. Like I'm
I know it when you've been around since the 2017 OCRWC era, it's painful.
OCRWCs are still to this date one of my favorite race experiences.
Hmm.
And to see what's happened, it's just so sad.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And
there's a,
I'm sure it was a great race. And I saw some obstacles, and they kind of had the usual suspects,
Mhm.
like Skull Valley and Dragon's Back, and some of the really fun obstacles that you get OCRWC, but there was just not the attendance.
I miss mulling over the map beforehand and getting like finding out what the obstacles are and then studying.
I used to count how many obstacles could I potentially fail. And then I'd be like,
Interesting.
yeah, I remember there was one year where it was like 44. Like,
Oh my
oh my
gosh.
God.
It's just all of them. All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Well, when there's like rigs, which is kind of crazy
Hmm.
when you think about it, but that's what OCRWC was like. There would be 35, 40 rigs, which is pretty awesome.
What I would do is I would see like a video or a clip of whatever an obstacle coming and I would immediately go to the garage and build some form of sim of this obstacle
Yeah.
so that I can be like, all right, I got this. Now I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna outrun you guys, but you're not gonna out obstacle me. I'm keeping that band. That's what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just so good and the events were so well run and the atmosphere was so like so good at that can never get over those rigs down at the bottom of Blue Mountain and just hundreds of people standing around watching
Yeah.
everybody go through the rigs, people who were competing and people who had just wandered by going, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
And now we've got two women finishing the final.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really needs to be at easier locations because I still think if you put OCRWC back somewhere like Vermont, I still think they would get numbers. Like, I mean, I would even consider going back to something like that, but I mean, I'm not. I think a lot of people from North America are not realistically going to travel to Australia when OCR isn't really a sport now that people like they do a whole season of. You
Mhm.
know, they might go to one that's close by because it's there, but
Mhm.
people aren't primary OCR racers anymore.
No, well, they let it fade and they didn't stay ahead. They
Yeah.
didn't take care of the little things and it lands. It started to slide and slide and slide and slide and slide, and then they couldn't stop it.
Yeah. And I mean, if this numbers is going to be a trend, I can't see it being around much longer, OCRWC.
No, no, it'd be hard to imagine them even doing it next year. But
Hmm.
the thing that also has suffered for OCR is the bloody is Hyrox is the hybrid events because when Spartan and OCRWC and everything was booming, and same with CrossFit, they're dealing with the same problem. There was no competition, right? If
Yeah.
you were outside, you were doing an OCR. If you were inside, you were doing CrossFit. Well, now the two have come together and there's competitions and there's tons of these races popping up and people are really starting to embrace and the more of them, the gym events.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I pay $200 and get hotels and travel when I can just do this cool event at my gym?
Yeah.
Especially when the races aren't going anywhere. It was one thing when you were trying to qualify for a world championship or something and then go there and have this giant cool event. But now that
Yeah.
most OCR stuff isn't doing that anymore.
And there, when I think about it too, how hard it was getting to some of these races and complicated.
Hmm.
Like mountain races are really complicated. They're usually in little villages in the middle of nowhere where you don't really, there's not really places to stay. Like we did a lot of van sleeping
Yeah.
and
Which I like. That's a good thing.
but there's a type of person that likes that, but I don't think it's the overall majority of people.
No, recent times have proven that more people would like to pay $400 a night for a hotel than sleep in their van.
Yeah.
Crazy fuckers. People need better vans.
Yeah. People like showers, Dave, and bathrooms.
You could put a shower in a van.
Well, they had the hoses at the end of the race.
Exactly.
You can just hose yourself off.
McDonald's and Tim Hortons have bathrooms.
Yeah.
Hey, I stand by John and I, the way we did Hyrox Ottawa is still the way to go.
Well, you're on a campground though, so
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least
exactly.
yeah.
Great, great shower, way too much water pressure, literally hurt.
Yeah.
But $35 a night each.
There you go. Can't beat it.
No, no, exactly.
But yeah, when people have options now, I think it's a hard sell getting people to go out to Australia or, getting out to mountain races. And
Yeah,
it's just,
and this is one of the things Yancey says all the time, like not everybody wants to go drown themselves in mud and barbed wire.
yeah,
They want to do a physical event, but they don't want to do that.
it's true.
I don't want to do that. I like rigs and stuff. I love the obstacles and rigs
Well,
and
and that's what I liked about OCRWC was it
yeah,
wasn't all about just getting super muddy. Like some of the Spartan races, like Brimacombe was like one of the worst, where
yeah,
they would just soak it and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I like the ones where if you got a little dirty by accident, right? It just happened. But
yeah,
when they did it just on purpose to make you dirty, it's like, ugh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
the dunk wall and stuff. Ugh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And as Riley used to call it, mostly mud or perhaps mud,
Yeah, maybe mud.
maybe mud. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I do want to say one more thing about DEKA too, because I like to be fair, and I critique High Rocks a lot, and I gotta critique DEKA when their problem is that Denver was a very good event as far as vibe and people, lots of people, but we were tragically understaffed for judges.
Mm,
Um, and this was something that DEKA should have had a handle on ahead of time. And I think that they made errors in not preparing better for it. They did actually hire some temporary staff, but not enough. And yeah, it's just in my mind not excusable. And I was not happy with that. Um,
yeah.
I'm always happy with the effort that that staff puts in, and the people that work it are great people and they're really cool. But I do get unhappy with the people above those people who, hold purse strings and are very confused as to how to make this event succeed. And
Mm,
when they have some momentum going, they're getting, like last year was like hundreds of people. This year they're getting over 1,000 people per day. And if they don't lock shit down, they're gonna screw it. Now they've been catching up on payments, literally have been catching up on payments.
Yeah.
That's great. And they're not getting deeper in debt with the payments. That's great.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
don't take these good things that you're doing and fuck up the experience in the process. It won't matter how good you do that if you let go of what the race is like. The one thing deck has always been is really, really fun race.
Yeah.
And I like to think, and this is why I take it so personally, like I like to think I came in and I made a difference in the quality of the judging and the standards and stuff. And we could lose all that if you don't have enough people.
Yeah.
You don't put enough warm bodies out there to judge. And there was a lot of people that Denver that did not have judges.
Hmm.
And a lot of judges doing way more than they should have had to do or could do their best job doing it. So I'm anyway, it was a lot of good stuff and some definitely some bad stuff. So I like to call a spade, and you know, I don't want people thinking I just shit on Hyrox and don't shit on Deka when they fuck up.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was for me. Other than that, I had a lovely trip. The Denver airport is huge, and I had a
Yes,
great
it
breakfast
is.
there.
Yeah.
And as usual, I saw the airport, the hotel, the venue, and that was it.
Which is too bad because Denver is so beautiful.
So, oh, dude. All right. I'm a bad husband. Let me explain. We get there Friday and we take a little nap, right? And I kind of wake up and I'm like, all right, we should do like a little date night in Denver because we've never been. We had a little time. We weren't racing the next day, so we weren't really worried about that stuff. So anyway, I couldn't figure out what to do at all. I'm like,
You
ah,
know a lot of people that live in Denver, do you
I
not?
know, I
In
know.
this
I'm like,
fact?
everything's 40 minutes away from this hotel, and I'm like, uh, Denver's beautiful. What? Where were you when I was telling you I didn't know what to do? Oh, okay. It was too late. All right. Anyway, I felt really bad. I was like, oh my God,
Don't tell me you ordered pizza.
we did not. We went out for dinner.
Okay.
She had tacos. She's very happy with her tacos. Yes. But there would be nothing wrong with ordering pizza, so shut up.
You have to leave the hotel in places sometimes.
It's a nice hotel. Thin walls, yeah, the walls are a little thin. This one was a little noisier. And the light switch may have been catching fire. We're not sure. So this is great. This is how you know you've become sedent and stationary life or whatever. So the light switch literally was like crackling and sparking a little bit, so you had to give it a little bang or when we flick it on and off with the toothbrush just for the plastic safety of the insulation.
Yeah.
Rather than say something and move to another room, we're like, it's fine.
Can't be bothered.
It's good.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not
Hmm.
it's not actually on fire, so we're okay.
Hmm.
No, I was again decent trip. People in Denver were really nice. And the judges that did come out did a good job. So the judging was good, just
Yeah.
wasn't enough of it.
So no. Yeah.
That's right. So thank you to everyone that did volunteer. Stephanie Hillman, she ran, won, volunteered. She did the full Chris Rogloski,
Good.
volunteered before her run and after her run.
Oh wow, good for her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, that was funny. She was actually volunteering at sit-ups. And they called her name. Yeah, she's like counting reps 24, 25, and they called her name for the podium. And she like jumped out of the zone, ran to the podium, got her award, ran back in and judged more. One of
That's
the
awesome.
most underrated people in the community, Stephanie Hillman. And she
Yeah.
watches the show, so thank you, Stephanie. All right. I think that's all I got for today. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Get 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 signed up for DEKA Fit Toronto.
Yeah.
And get signed up for Bethany's events whenever she decides to name them.
Yeah, yeah. I have to figure out a name for my second day. If anyone's feeling creative, they can help me out.
I assure you it will be an alliteration.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you check out Fit Farm Strathroy, you can see some of the events that we're hosting. So it's going to be a lot of fun if you're at all remotely in the area. So, but yeah, thanks so much everyone for listening. if you're racing New York again this weekend, have a good time. We hope the weather cooperates, but until next time.
Take care.